Hey, what's going on, guys? Here's another video for you. This is my 1349 collection. 1349 is a black metal band from Norway that started in 1997. They had two demos, one in 98 and one in 99. I've actually never really listened to them, but I think like Raven, the lead singer, actually drums on them, which is pretty weird. But then in 2001, they released their first EP, self-titled 1349. And Frost stepped in on drums and really turned things up, as anybody familiar with this band knows. So it's 3 songs, and then the fourth one is a Celtic Frost cover that I think they did live. But that one's like, okay, it's like whatever. But the initial 3 songs are very good. It's very raw production. Frost's drumming stands out the most out of anything, which is awesome. Just, me being a drummer, I love that. Enjoyable songs. I do like this EP. It's pretty much just blasting straight through, but I don't know. I love Frost's drum style. I always have. So yeah, I'd give this I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10. It's a very solid first EP. And then after that, in 2003, they released Liberation, which is a fucking fantastic, ferocious goddamn album. The production is raw as shit on here. The guitars are so, I guess you'd say like dissonant, raw, fuzzed out. I know it sounds like a Doom terminology, but like they're very, I guess maybe buzzsaw, is that a good word for it? But yeah, I love the drum. Again, I love the drumming on here. I love his snare sound. I love the whole production. It's this really big, like raw fuck you attitude. Like we're not doing the polished thing, which is ironic now, which I'll get to later. But yeah, this is a great album. There's a ton of good songs on here. Pitch Black, I Breathe Spears, Manifest, Evil Oath, and then they even cover Mayhem's Buried by Time and Dust at the end, which is crazy cover. I think it's even faster than the original. But yeah, I love this album. It's an easy 8.5 out of 10. After that, 2004, they released Beyond the Apocalypse. This is another fantastic album. A bit better production now. The songs are more, they're more well crafted than on Liberation. It's not just blasting. There's a lot of different elements, like at the beginning of Singer of Strange Songs, or even like Necro Natala Hayton and all that stuff. Very good album. A lot of good songs in here. Chasing Dragons, they still play live to this day. Yeah, I like pretty much every song on here. This is another easy 8.5 out of 10. And then after that, in 2005, they released Hellfire, which is like, holy fuck, man. I mean, like, you got the atmosphere, you got the brutality, you got the crazy musicianship. I mean, the last riff on the title track, the last song on the album, Hellfire, is like one of the greatest atmospheric black metal riffs ever written, in my opinion. I love, like, From the Deeps is such an atmospheric track. The blasting at the end of it. Celestial Deconstruction is just like an absolute fucking killer track. It's just absolutely relentless. There's so many fucking good songs in here. I love, love, love this album. Easy 9 out of 10 for me with this album. And then after that, they took a fucking... I don't know what the hell happened, but they took a wrong turn somewhere, because they released in 2009 Revelations of the Black Flame. This is not a very good album. This is 1349 trying to be atmospheric. There's a lot of like instrumental tracks on here that just go nowhere. I mean, like Maggot Fetus number 4 in here is pretty cool, but like other than that, there's like a Pink Floyd cover on here, which is like, do we really need to hear 1349 play a Pink Floyd cover? I don't know. This album's just a mess. I know they tried to like stand by it, and like Raven said at the gate, the last song is like one of the best songs they've ever written, but this is not a good album. Honestly, this is like a 3 out of 10. I'd never listened to this album. I was super disappointed when I picked it up too. But after that, they kind of redeemed themselves in 2010 with Demonor. I like this album. It's some of Frost's best drumming, honestly. The production is kind of hard to get into though. It's very like not lo-fi, but the production is very like kind of buried, or like you can't really hear the guitars that well, or they're not like as brutal as like Hellfire production wise. The songwriting's great. I wish they could do without the interlude songs like Tunnel of Set and shit like that. And then the last song, Demonor, the title track, is kind of a snooze fest, but you do have classic songs here like Atomic Chapel, Pandemonium, War Bells, Devil of the Deserts. There's some really good songs, but again, the production's just really weird. So I'm always torn with this album. I like it, but there's a part of me that's kind of like, eh. So I don't know. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. It's a good effort. It's just, I don't know. It's enough with the fucking atmospheric shit. Just do what you do well. After that, in 2014, they released Massive Cauldron of Chaos, which was a huge breath of fresh air. This is a great, great album, and it's very short and to the point. I think it's only like 35 minutes or something. Only 8 songs, no filler, no interlude tracks or any of that bullshit. So someone fucking talk to them, thank God. But yeah, first 6 songs on here are amazing. Like, Postmortem is so catchy, very thrashy. Same with Slaves. Exorcism is... I love the composition on that song. Mengele's is super atmospheric. And then the last 2 songs, Chained and Godslayer, they're pretty good. They're kind of... I don't know. There's something about them that don't really fit with the first 6, but they're still pretty good. Overall, I really, really like this album a lot, and I like that it's short and to the point. It's a breath of fresh air from fucking Demonor. So I'd give this an 8 out of 10. It's a very enjoyable listen. And then after that, they came out with an EP, Dodds Camp EP, that I guess Norway commissioned them to make, which is a pretty good song. And that song from the EP Dodds Camp would end up on this album in 2019, The Infernal Pathway. This is probably, besides Revelations of the Black Flame, this is the other one I don't really like that much from them. I do not like the production on here at all. It's very stale, very just too overproduced. There's some good songs, but again, they go back with the interlude tracks like Tunnel of Set between every 2 songs, and like Stand Tall and Fire, the last song, is just pretty forgetful, and like Striding the Chasm's fine, but again, it's just the thing that these songs suffer from the most is the production. It's just not good. It's just very bland. The best part of the entire album, if I'm to be honest with you, is the last part of the first track, Abyssos Antithesis. I love that riff with the blasting, and it like reminds me of old 1349. But overall, this is kind of a flop. I mean, it's all right. Like, it's not unlistenable, but it's just kind of boring. I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10, I guess. But yeah, you know, overall, 1349 is a very good band. They have a lot of really fucking good songs, and I still love them despite those kind of those 2 flop of albums. But yeah, check them out if you're into, like, you know, Marduk, Dark Funeral, and Throne, that kind of stuff. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys later.